Okay, these are some notes for Solana from me. Um, did a really good job, Solana. You look really great on camera. Um, you seem like very comfortable on camera, and obviously you've done it before. Notice you do this thing with your eyebrows in your close-ups. You have a little bit of a harmonica thing that happens. It shows up like tension. It's a little bit unattractive, but just watch out for that, and I think Bobby will talk about it. Um, you really committed to your physical movements, which is wonderful, and it's really good. Um, Sometimes you tend to be a little bit over the top in your actions, physically and verbally. And also, there were a few moments here that your continuity was off. As you can notice, Ray was on the other side, but that's okay. That's just a group thing that you guys were trying to work out with each other. And taking those sips of tea is really wonderful, but I think it kind of threw you off a little bit. You had to think about the stuff, and there you are drinking the tea again, which is continuity problem, as you can see. Um, I couldn't cut around that. Hopefully, you next scene you do, you kind of can work that out for yourself. Really important to get off book properly when you're doing scenes like this to make this easy for yourself. And here, of course, I really cut out all of your movement, all your big movements, and really just tried to stay with anything that you gave me that was just smaller and smaller and smaller. Um, and then you can see the results of that. Again, notice the tension on your forehead. And then you also tend to blink a lot when you speak. So be careful about that. Nice moment there where you actually noticed Ray, and there's a little bit of eye communication. There's the head movement that I'm talking about. Watch out for that stuff. And I did cut out a line there that was just a little bit over the top, and I don't remember exactly the line, but you'll know what I'm talking about when you watch the scene because you probably worked on it.
I didn't think anybody else would.
See, these are the really nice moments, the way you touch her and the way you touch her hair, and it feels very sincere. But again, your head movements are just way too big.
Oh God.
You really got to work on that. That will really knock you out on a film. We'd be cutting you out for that kind of stuff. And then, of course, I wish I could have gotten close-ups here of your reversal, but the continuity that you had with Ray there was a little off. So this is the only opportunity I could have to cut to you. So you'll talk about all that stuff with Bobby. So just a bunch of technical stuff in terms of your acting technique or the way you get off book. Those are all really important, and I think it would really help you to talk about that kind of stuff. And of course, your experience of actually being on the set and how you felt about working and rehearsing. So good work. Okay, notes for Cece. Cece, you've taken the class before, and every time you're doing a workshop, there's more and more improvement. Specifically, relaxation. I think you're just so much more relaxed in this scene than you were in the previous one. And here, notice those moments right there. I really believe every single moment and every single reaction you're having there. And you're very still, and your continuity is really wonderful. The only thing is, of course, I wanted you to come in on a more tense note, which is why I had cut to that close-up at the beginning, which was the last take that we did. And I gave you that note, and that was great. You have really wonderful reactions. You're not blinking as much as you used to be, and you're not doing the big eyes as much as you used to do. If I remember correctly, you would open up your eyes really wide. This is a really nice one. You just did it right there. Just for a second, you opened your eyes a little bit too big. But everywhere else, you really were able to bring it down. Now, here, where there's a moment of when you actually, confess, I think it should have been more of like a volcano where things just cascade. You've been holding this back. But you kind of slowed down and created moments of air. Like, I felt like you were trying to feel it. And when you try to feel something, you create pockets of just stillness where it needs to just cascade. It just needs to happen. It just needs to be expressed. So watch out for that. And I think partly to do with just either something that you're working on as stretch work, or basically it's just technique. I mean, you kind of have to kick in there and just let it roll off. And so what I did, I had to kind of cut around here and cobble together from other takes to create more of a sense of speed, make it cascade and make it faster. Once that's done, and now we're on to the next moment, when you're a little bit more relaxed, it just feels like everything's a little bit more natural, and you don't create air, you just are reacting moment to moment. So it's just something to
That's
talk about with
exactly
Bobby.
how I feel.
And this is a
I
really
don't
nice
think
moment. This is
anybody
where
else
you're,
would.
I guess, you know, this is where your type is perfect for this kind of ending, where you're just very positive and happy and
How
relieved.
much did you hear?
So very good work. All I would do is just you know, think about not thinking, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But there's a lot to do because you have to do continuity, you have to move and look at the right place. So it's all about experience. And I think every time you're taking the class, you're getting more and more experience and you're doing better and better and you're much more relaxed. I love this moment right here when you guys hug. It's just really honest and real.
I have
It almost feels like you
missed
guys are all, you know, a happy couple. And gosh,
Guys,
I wonder where this
we've
scene is gonna
always
go
clicked.
next. Good work. Okay, some notes for Ray. So Ray, you've taken the class once before,
I just
I
can't believe
remember,
they would
and
accuse me of leaking the
you
story.
are just
I don't
so
understand.
relaxed and
That's why they think
so
such
smooth,
things.
which is really
They're always
nice.
being paranoid, controlling, and that's the
It's
fact.
really good quality to have. The movements and everything
don't
looked
go
very
into that.
natural and very normal.
That's very relaxed.
It was a little bit tentative at first, like trying to find your place. I guess I'll just talk about your experience of being on the set. It took you a little while to sort of settle into what's going on. But what I really like is your ability to
Maybe
just
you
use
and
your
Gordon
eyes,
can
going
stay
back and
married
forth, and really
and do
listening and
what
having
you're
things
doing.
and feelings. It's really funny. I noticed that a couple of times you kind of looked Cece up and down, so I can only imagine what your character was thinking about,
I have to
um,
get a divorce.
which
I
was
have
really
to.
nice. A nice little. I mean, I don't know. I actually wish I could
It's a
find
little
out
bit more
what your take
complicated
was
than
on the
that.
character. Something you should talk to Bobby
I'm
about.
so
But
sorry
whatever it was
and
really good.
embarrassed.
And of course, you're not in this scene. You're hiding behind the refrigerator somewhere. You took direction really well,
I just need some distance.
Ray,
And
and just
I'm so
hung with
sorry
it.
that I won't be able to help
You'll notice
now.
as you come out.
And
Um,
I'm sorry that I'm such
I
a
really
trick.
liked the comment by
Terrible woman.
Carolina,
Become my worst nightmare.
more hidden, and you took it and you went with it, which was really nice.
I
You definitely look
I
like Jeff
love-
Bridges.
no.
So
I
you
am cringe.
use that. You might
I
be able
have
to
no
do
boundaries.
be his double.
That has always
There you
been my
go.
problem.
Creepy.
It's okay.
I had to use that take instead of the one where you were more hidden, is because
I always thought
our
it was
our
perfect
focusing
We talked
didn't
about
work
it.
as well
We talked
as
about
before. But here you go. Here are all those little
Yes.
tiny bits and
You're
pieces and these
attractive
little
and
moments
he is.
of you looking
I love
and
you.
connecting
Gordon
with
loves
your wife. I mean, not your girlfriend, pregnant girlfriend.
That's
And
exactly how I feel.
and I used
I
that
didn't
rack
think anybody
focus right
else
there,
would.
which is really wonderful. Again, very cinematic. You look very real, very natural, and I love the fact that there's some empathy that's in your eyes. It's really powerful.
God. How much did
Um,
you hear?
and here, a really nice moment. You slowly come out and very gentle, like a gentle giant. And I love that moment with the butting of the head with Cece. I don't know if you guys worked that out, but it was just very sweet. And the scene could easily be done as a slapstick, but you guys pulled it off, and it felt really real.
Oh,
And you know, when I'm editing moment to moment, just the way you guys are acting. So it's very nice. And this last hug is really great.
We've
This is really
always
great chemistry
clicked.
between all three of you, which was really nice. Again, if you didn't rehearse, but you got it, that's really wonderful.